Will we be seeing the end of the dinosaurs in Jurassic World Rebirth? Recently, some details of the next installment of the Jurassic franchise, whose official name is Jurassic World Rebirth, came to light, as well as some promotional images finally leaving us the first impressions of it. Details of the characters who will be starring in the film, and a synopsis describing what will be the plot of what could be the beginning of the end of this franchise. Thanks to these revealed details, we are in the position of possibly having the biggest intrigue that could be left by any movie of this franchise. The synopsis of this movie, which is supposed to be released in the summer of 2025, gives us some clues as to what we can expect from this next installment. It will star Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Mahershala Ali, Rupert Friend, and Manuel Garcia Rolfo. It also features the return of writer David Koepp, who has not been a part of the franchise since Jurassic Park: The Lost World. So, why exactly is it being speculated that it could be the end of the dinosaurs? What arguments support this theory that is running around social media? In this video, we'll be discussing all these details. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. Let's start this video by discussing how the return of David Koepp will seriously affect the story of Jurassic Park. The first thing you should know is that this movie will be based 5 years after Jurassic World Dominion. By the end of that movie, it was established that dinosaurs are here to stay, and that humans would have to learn to live alongside them. Right now, based on the synopsis we have been provided, this is all out of the question. Why do I say that? Let's read the synopsis to find out what the plot of this next installment will be. The synopsis reads as follows. In Jurassic World Rebirth, an intrepid team rushes to get DNA samples from the 3 most colossal creatures by land, sea, and air. 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, the planet's ecology has become inhospitable to dinosaurs. Analyzing what I just read, we can understand several things. The first is that this movie will be based 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, which we already discussed, but they also add that the planet's ecology has become inhospitable to dinosaurs. In other words, we can see that all the final events of Jurassic World Dominion are being discarded. But why did this happen? Later I will be discussing a theory as to why this drastic change happened. Logically, we know that they may have deviated from the original vision, and David Koepp is trying to fix it. But that theory has more to do with canonical events. But we will follow up on this later. Another detail we were given is that Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Mahershala Ali's characters will have as their main objective to get DNA samples from the 3 most colossal creatures by land, sea, and air. A detail that leaves us with several doubts, starting with the fact that we do not know which dinosaurs they will be looking for. But if we were to try to guess, and based on dinosaurs we have already seen, this team could be in search of the Mosasaurus when we talk about a colossal dinosaur of the sea, a Quetzalcoatlus when we talk about the colossal dinosaur of the air, and for the colossal dinosaur of the land we have several options. A few options could be the Tyrannosaurus rex, a Brontosaurus, the Gigantosaurus, or even the Spinosaurus, who apparently will have a very important role in this next installment. Or who knows, maybe they will be completely different species to those already mentioned. But if we are talking about probabilities, we could be seeing these species already mentioned, although it would be very interesting to see them go another route and try to get the DNA of species we have not seen yet. The synopsis continues with the following. Those that remain, referring to dinosaurs, live in isolated equatorial environments with climates similar to the one in which they once thrived. The 3 most colossal creatures of that tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug, which will bring mankind miraculous life-saving benefits. Very interesting details, and I'll explain why. We went from having the dinosaurs scattered across the entire planet to being located in isolated equatorial environments. In other words, we could say that they are scattered over several islands. Specifically, we could speculate that these creatures are found in the archipelago of the 5 Deaths. If so, There is a high probability that we will return to where it all began. Or maybe we will finally see the so-rumored and mysterious Site C. The latest reveal is that the colossal dinosaurs in this tropical area are the key to a drug that will bring mankind miraculous life-saving benefits. What exactly happened in the last 5 years after Jurassic World Dominion that they have to resort to dinosaur DNA? This is where the theory I mentioned earlier comes in. There are several possibilities as to why this is so. The first is that the mission of the main characters in this movie could be that they are trying to cure a current disease. To give an example, we could say that these hold the key to curing cancer. Another possibility is that we will be seeing the return of the DX disease, which we previously saw in Jurassic Park. The Lost World, which coincidentally was the last film David Koepp worked on. It would definitely be very interesting to see the return of this disease. And even more so if it is a mutated version that is lethal to humanity. And in fact, there are some details that reinforce this theory. This detail is reinforced in the description of the main characters of this movie. Let's start with Johansson's character as Zora Bennett, a covert operations expert hired to lead a team on a top-secret mission to obtain genetic material from the world's 3 largest dinosaurs. When Zora's operation intersects with that of a civilian family whose boating expedition has been overturned by marauding aquatic dinos, they all find themselves stranded on an island where they come face to face with a sinister and shocking discovery that has remained hidden from the world for decades. Bailey plays paleontologist Dr. Henry Loomis, and Allie plays Zora's team leader, Duncan Kincaid. So as far as we know about these characters, they end up stranded on an island where they come face to face with a sinister and shocking discovery that has remained hidden from the world for decades. We could approach this information in several ways. The first being that they find some kind of file with information that had not come to light concerning the DX disease. Another option we have is that they encounter some hybrid dinosaur, which ends up being worse than all the dinosaurs we have seen so far. Finally, we have the possibility that they may encounter some kind of species that derives from a mixture between humans and dinosaurs. In itself, the plot revealed that they are experimenting with dinosaur DNA and human DNA. So why rule out the possibility that this has been going on for decades, and that it all goes back to Jurassic Park, the Lost World? Or we could go a little further back and say that this has been going on since the first movie of this franchise. And we've already seen this happen before. As was the case with Charlotte Lockwood and Maisie Lockwood, I am aware that this option is one that many dislike. But we cannot rule out this fact, since everything points to the fact that they are heading that way. Finally, there is a question that I understand that many will ask themselves, just as I have been asking myself. Zora and her team are said to be on a top-secret mission to obtain the genetic material of the 3 largest dinosaurs in the world. Isn't it assumed that InGen and its competitor Biosyn have access to this type of DNA? If so, why not ask them for it and avoid taking the risk? This may be the case, but there is also the possibility that what they are trying to do is something illegal or something that is not allowed. Therefore, even if they had the DNA, both companies would not give them access to the DNA. And that's why it's considered a top-secret mission. But tell me, what do you think about all this? What do you think is the disease they are trying to fight to save humanity? What do you think is the discovery that has been hidden for decades? Share your opinion in the comments. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.